Light crowd today.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Okay, who's leading us off?
Got a text from Karen.
Okay, good. What is it?
She asks, quote, does it make you feel good to hear so many players talk about still having so much to fix and get right after the game?
I think so. I think that just the awareness and the ability and the desire to want to improve in this league as we go along, whether we win or we lose, we have to strive for that. It's an improvement league. We've talked about getting better as we go along, and there's glimpses of it. And we just need to be a little bit more consistent and continue to build.
Speaking of improvement, where did you see the ground game start to take some strides in terms of the positive principles?
I thought we were more decisive. I thought we gave them a chance early at the line of scrimmage to be able to get into the line of scrimmage, to be able to, make some breaks and give them some space. There's a lot there to continue to improve on. If you want to hit some big ones, you're going to have to be able to block support players. You're going to have to be able to block safeties, block force. But I thought we got them through the line of scrimmage at times. I thought we were decisive. There were times where there wasn't anything there, and we got a couple yards. And then there were times where there was things there, and we got double-digit runs.
After the game, Pop said this is the first time that he's been on a team where he feels like the offense and defense are personally close. How's that something that you feel like you can kind of foster as a coaching staff?
I mean, we're a team. Everybody's here trying to do the same thing as just win. Whether that's the coaching staff, the sports staff, trainers, the players. We're a team. We spend a lot of time together. So, they practice against each other. They compete against each other, and so hopefully they can continue to build those connections that it's going to help them on the field, help them off the field, help them hold each other accountable, and celebrate our success together.
Mike, I know he's cleared in the game. Sometimes concussion symptoms can surface the next day. Is Drake in any kind of protocol today?
Not that I'm aware of.
On Drake, he gives you that the game ball, and it seems like obviously these players really want to play for you, and that showed yesterday with the locker room video. How do you garner that support from the team? What is kind of your, process in that?
My job is to provide them with things that'll help them do their job, that help them in their career, to help them help the team. And that's what we're trying to do. Try to be as authentic as I can. I try to be honest and try to get to know them, understand what they're going through on and off the field, and try to help them. That's it.
Coach, we got Cleveland coming up here. You spent some time with the Browns. What did that year do for your career? What did you learn?
Well, I enjoyed that time. I enjoyed the people there, that organization. I enjoyed working with Kevin and, the offensive staff and Tommy Reese and Chad. And, I played with Bubba. So a lot of good young coaches. Jim Schwartz, I had a really good relationship with Schwartzy. And, they're playing really well. They're coming off a huge win, a great defense. Offense is physical line. Running backs doing a nice job. So, we're going to have get prepared as soon as we've shut the door here with the Titans and moving on to the Browns.
There's always a lot of techniques and, things you can pick up on a micro level. Anything broader there that Kevin and Andrew were doing on a kind of thematic, big level that you've taken has changed how you do things?
No, I have great communication, and I didn't try to get involved in the day-to-day operations. I was trying to help the players. I was trying to help the young coaches. That wasn't something that I got involved with. I tried to help with player development, but they have a great organization. As far as the structure and everything. So, but I try to be involved with the young coaches and with the young players and help them in practice and help them develop.
Did you place as much emphasis on analytics before Cleveland, or was there anything about that stop that maybe changed your perspective on it?
That's certainly something that they believe strongly in. It probably, we were getting involved with it in Tennessee. Probably not to the extent that Cleveland has. we've added, and I feel like, and we all do, you know, that can help us at a coaching level and also help us as we look at personnel. So we'll continue to try to enhance that department and area and how they can help us, looking at what we do internally, but also externally as we look at players and acquiring players, and but probably won't get to that extent of where they're at right now overnight.
Coach, 4-0 on the road, but 1-2 at home so far. You were here when this place was a hard place to play for a lot of opponents. How important is it to get back to that with 5 of the next 7, I think, at home?
Well, we're going to focus on the next one, not 5 of the next 7, but certainly have appreciated the way that we've played on the road. And we know how important the home games are. You have to hold serve, and you have to be great at home and use that to an advantage to where, it's hard to operate, and we're giving them reasons to cheer and celebrate and be excited. And so those are things that are important to us. And so hopefully we'll give them that product this weekend.
How big of a part is player development of what you do, and how much do you enjoy it?
Well, I do enjoy it. Outside of winning, I've said this numerous times, outside of winning, I enjoy watching players improve. I enjoy watching them put a lot of work into it, and then having the success and seeing it at practice, and then getting the opportunities in the game and watching that translate. So that's something that we believe in. No one is a finished product when they get here. Whatever age you are or wherever you started or you came here, there's always some things that you can continue to improve on. And then we have another bucket of young players or developmental players that's critical that we do that.
Obviously, your reminder played really well, playing the bulk of the snaps. Behind him, Travion just had 9. What was the thinking there as far as that split being best for the offense this week?
Well, just kind of how it played out. I thought, Ramondre was running well, and had some good protections, and Travion's going to be a large part of what we do. I just think that the way that the game started and the success that we had, that's kind of where it was this week.
What did you see as the biggest difference in the defense's performance after the first quarter? It seemed like you guys really tightened up.
Well, we just didn't do a very good job of matching their script and their scheme plays, and we got to do a better job of being ready to go with some plays that maybe they've seen on tape or that are new, and using our fundamentals, and but got beat on the script in their first plays, and we'll have to do a better job.
How much did Mike McCoy have that was new for you?
Well, every week there's something new. Every week there's something new. He talked about throwing the throwback, off the boot, off the keeper. So, they've had that in, and just like everybody else, they'll see stuff on tape and, try to dial it up or try to do something. That's what this league's about.
Kayshawn with another X-play yesterday. We're obviously seeing the growth on the field, but how have you seen him mature behind the scenes since you got here?
I think he communicates better. I think he's better a communicator, whether that's, anything that he has to deal with outside of work or, outside of football, family, or just talking in the building. I think that's improved. Is just his communication. He's pretty personal, private guy, and I think that as he begins to trust us more, or trust Todd or myself or any of the coaches, that's gotten better. And then he's worked extremely hard.
Any old friends or distant relatives, still Browns fans back home?
Friends, not a whole lot of relatives, but friends. I know there's a lot of friends that are season ticket holders and of the Browns, and so. But yeah, growing up in Northeast Ohio and being a Browns fan, and so a lot of good memories back there watching them play football.
This one's kind of in the weeds, but on the play where Drake got hit from an unblocked up blitzer, is that a play where you'd expect Will Campbell to peel off and get that guy, or is that more something you'd expect from a more tenured guy to kind of see that?
No, we need to be able to block that and protect the quarterback. We have to be able to do that, and a lot of really good pockets, and then there were some ones that weren't. It was I don't think there was anywhere in between yesterday. It was either we got a lot of time and we got a clean pocket, or we got beat on a game or a pressure, and that was, I guess, the story of the pass protection yesterday. It was either no pressure or pretty quick, immediate pressure, and we'll have to improve that. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mike.